But the second one is relationship, and relationship between the different nouns that are being used in the sentence. So when you say the dog bites the man, you have a subject, verb, and object. So in English, you have to have the right order for a sentence. Otherwise, the meaning is completely different. Instead of the dog biting the man is biting the dog, right? So you have to know the subject, you have to know the object, and you should know the positioning of it. Hindi is not so particular about the order. It's more particular about the keywords or the cues that will tell who is doing what to whom. And then you can play around with the order. It doesn't really matter actually. In Hindi, we rarely rely upon, we rely more upon actually markers and ending, okay, to show who is doing what to whom. You know, in the first sentence, it's basically the dog. It's a subject who is doing the action, taking the action. Okay, who is being bitten? It's very important in Hindi, right? Who is being bitten, and the man is being bitten. You will indicate it by man ko or आदमी को. And this is the new word you will see here, आदमी को. So when you read a sentence and you see that you have a noun here followed by ko, it gives you the sort of the clue that he's the recipient of some sort of a verb, right? So when you write this sentence in Hindi, you can change the order all you want. Instead of कुत्ता आदमी को काटता है, you can change it आदमी को कुत्ता काटता है. Same meaning. It doesn't change as in English. You can say काटता है आदमी को कुत्ता. Same meaning. However, if I move this को, okay, from here to here, it changes. आदमी कुत्ते को काटता है. The man bites the dog. So it's very important that you know the markers, often known as postpositions, and the conjugations of the verb. Okay, but the bigger picture, in my view, it's as you're learning Hindi, don't worry too much about the order per se, about if I'm saying sentences in the right order or not, or the words in the right order or not, it will come. Okay, the most important thing is whether you understand the markers and the placement of it. As I said, instead of आदमी को, if you put कुत्ते को, it changes the meaning altogether. Just like in English, where you change the positioning of subject and the object.